think if I see one more cozy autumn reads with a warm cup of tea book list, I might actually scream. We need to talk about fall books that aren't pumpkin spice everything. Hi, I'm Anna, and this is Tucker, and we hope you're having a great day. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good pumpkin spice latte just as much as the next person. In fact, probably more so. And honestly, which one is your favorite? Because Starbucks is not the only game in town these days. Let me know in the comments. I prefer coffee bean and tea leaf, personally. I don't get it much though, because I don't have one near me. But sometimes I save the pumpkin spice for my Hallmark movies, and I look for that fall feeling in my reading without getting hit over the head with obvious autumn imagery. Plus, I live in a place where there are exactly 2 seasons. Summer and not quite summer. It was literally 100 degrees here 3 days ago. So every year I find myself wanting fall atmosphere in my books because I'd literally have to get on a plane to actually experience real fall myself. Meanwhile, every October, booktube becomes this echo chamber of the same autumn-themed books, orange covers, and books to read while wearing a sweater recommendations. And while I would love to read books in the fall while wearing a sweater, I can't do that when it's 100 degrees outside. Some of the most perfect fall reading gets completely overlooked because it doesn't fit the aesthetic. And that's just sad, I think. I realized this when I was listening to Rebecca recently. Classic gothic atmosphere, brooding mansion, mysterious secrets. It felt like the most perfect fall reading ever. But it doesn't take place in autumn, there are no pumpkins, and no cozy cottages. Yet somehow, it captures that fall mood better than half the books on the autumn vibes lists. And that's when it hit me. Fall reading isn't about the setting or the season in the book. It's about the atmosphere, the mood, the feeling you get while you're reading. Some books just feel like fall, whether they mention leaves changing or not. So I'm giving you 13 books because that's fall season's lucky number, that capture perfect fall energy without a single pumpkin spice cliche in sight. So if you're asking yourself, but Anna, what makes a book fall but not pumpkin spice? Let me tell you. These books share certain atmospheric qualities that just feel like fall. Maybe it's gothic atmosphere, it's a mysterious setting, or that cozy but not saccharine feeling, or stories that make you want to curl up with a blanket without needing a single orange leaf on the cover. These are books that understand fall is more than just pretty leaves. It's a mood, an energy, a feeling. So I have 4 categories of books for you. Atmospheric and mysterious. These have gothic vibes and brooding settings. Cozy without cliche. These are comfort reads that are not trying too hard. Fresh releases, new books that are perfect for fall discovery. And dark academia energy. Intellectual, moody, sophisticated. If you're wondering what type of books didn't make this list, let me tell you. Books where the fall setting is the main selling point. Anything with pumpkins, apple picking, or cozy autumn vibes as primary marketing. And books that only work if you're drinking hot chocolate while you're reading them. All right, first category up is fresh fall releases. These are ARCs I'm super excited about. I've either read all of these, or I am currently working my way through them, or I am about to pick it up. So the first one is The Man in the Stone Cottage by Stephanie Cowell. This one was just released last week, and it focuses on the lives of Emily and Charlotte Bronte, which honestly makes perfect sense for this list if you think about it. A book about the Bronte sisters is guaranteed to have that atmospheric, brooding energy we're looking for, and you can grab it right now. After Midnight by Daphne du Maurier. Classic Gothic short stories releasing on September 30th, and I am currently working through this arc. I've read about 6 of the 13 stories, and they are all fabulous. Du Maurier understood atmosphere better than almost anyone. And even though it's not finished yet, I can definitely recommend this based on her reputation and what I've read so far. She just creates that perfect brooding fall energy. Each story is so unique, so different, but they all have that creep factor that you're looking for. And I don't think any of them take place in the fall, actually, at least none of the ones I've read so far. The Mean Ones by Tatiana Schlotté-Bonnet. And if I mispronounced your name, I'm very sorry. You have a very difficult last name. This is actually my favorite arc of the year that I've read so far, and it is releasing on September 30th. The author created light to moderate horror that's not Halloween focused. Sometimes you just want that spine-tingly feeling without the full commitment to being terrified. And that's what this book does. It delivers perfect atmospheric reading that doesn't take place in the fall. At least I don't think it takes place in the fall. The Women of Wild Hall by Kirsten Miller. Modern witches waging war on the patriarchy, and this one is being released on October 7th. Yes, please. This book has an average rating of 5 stars with 156 reviews on NetGalley, and I am desperately excited to read it. In fact, I'm planning to start this one very soon, just as soon as I finish After Midnight. It's feminist, witchy energy that feels perfect for fall without relying on Halloween tropes. At least, that's what I think. I'll let you know after I read it. The Haunting of Payne's Hollow by Kelly Armstrong. I just finished this October 14th release, and it has that perfect fall feeling I'm talking about. Armstrong incorporates the Sleepy Hollow legend in a completely unique way without being Halloween obvious. In fact, there isn't a pumpkin in sight. It does not take place anywhere near Halloween. Armstrong is a master at supernatural thrillers that feel grounded and atmospheric, and this one delivers exactly that energy. It is very good. I highly recommend picking that one up. And the last fresh fall release is The Reluctant Reaper by Mary Janice Davidson. I loved reading this arc. It's publishing on November 11th, and Davidson brings supernatural elements without your typical spooky season cliches. The concept of this book had me intrigued, but the execution is what made it really special. It's exactly the kind of atmospheric reading that captures fall energy. It is light, humorous, a little introspective even if you think about it, and it's got a zany cast of characters, and it's got all the things you love about a fall book that doesn't take place in the fall. All right, I've got a few atmospheric and modern type classics to share with you. The first one is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I'm actually listening to this one right now, as I said in the beginning of the video, and it's the most perfect fall reading ever. It's actually the book that inspired me to make this video. Gothic mansion, mysterious secrets, brooding atmosphere, everything you might want from fall reading without a single autumn leaf in sight. That is how you do atmospheric storytelling. And du Maurier is so good at Gothic atmospheric writing. I put 2 of her books on this list. The next one isn't a classic, although it could become a modern classic. It just has that classic feeling, and that is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. It's got a dark fairy tale energy that I absolutely loved. This book is based on dark fairy tales that the author herself created. So there are stories within the story in this particular book, and it's not based on any sort of fairy tale that you've ever read before. It has that mysterious, slightly dangerous feeling that's perfect for fall. Fairy tale darkness without being childish. Sophisticated atmospheric reading. And this is actually part of a duology, so if you pick this one up and you like it, there is a second sequel to this as well. And if you like the dark fairy tales that are in here, there's an entire book of all of the dark fairy tales that the characters in this book come from. And so that's the third book in this series, if you want to pick that one up. I have it. I haven't read it yet, but this is perfect fall reading. And the last atmospheric classic on this list, of course, is a Bronte novel. No, it's not that Bronte novel. Nope, it's not that one either. It is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. You thought I was going to put Jane Eyre or Wuthering Heights on this list, didn't you? Let me know if I fooled you or if you guessed where I was going with this one in the comments below. I haven't read this one yet, but the Bronte sisters just wrote atmospheric stories. Their work captures that brooding, mysterious energy that feels quintessentially fall, regardless of when the story takes place. Now, you could also, of course, read Jane Eyre and or Wuthering Heights. Those are also both fantastic choices. I just chose to put an Anne Bronte novel on this list because I don't think her books get enough love. I think she gets overshadowed by her sisters. So let's give Anne Bronte a little more love and pick up one of her books instead. All right, next up, cozy fall energy without the cliches. The first one I have is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. It's a coffee shop fantasy that's cozy without being saccharine. An orc opens a coffee shop. It's comfort reading with personality, perfect for when you want that cozy fall feeling without the pumpkin spice overload. And if you pick that one up and you like it, there is a second one in the series called Bookshops and Bone Dust, which I also think would be quite cozy fall reading. I also think there's a third one, either just got released or is about to be released. So you can go a little ways with this particular book series if you'd like this fall. The next one is Cackle by Rachel Harrison. Witchy vibes without being Halloween obvious. Harrison knows how to balance humor with atmospheric storytelling. It's cozy adjacent, but with enough edge to keep you engaged. And the last one in this category is A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. This is a Victorian mystery series starter, so first in a series, with perfect atmospheric elements. It's cozy mystery energy, but sophisticated enough to feel substantial. It's great for people who want comfort reading with intelligence. And the last category is Dark and Mysterious Atmosphere. Lucky book number 13 is Enchanted Hill by Emily Bain Murphy. I haven't read this yet, but look at this cover. It seriously screams mysterious fall reading, don't you think? Sometimes you can just tell a book has the right atmospheric energy, and this one calls to me for October reading. What ties all these together is atmosphere over setting, mood over marketing. These books understand that fall energy is about mystery, coziness without cliche, that perfect balance of comfort and intrigue. They give you all the seasonal feelings without needing a single orange leaf on the cover. 13 books for fall's lucky number, and every single one captures that perfect fall reading energy without a pumpkin spice cliche in sight. Some of these I've read and loved, others I'm genuinely excited to discover, but they all have that atmospheric quality that makes for perfect fall reading. So, which of these are calling to you for your fall TBR? Are there any atmospheric books I may have missed that capture that fall energy without the obvious autumn setting? And seriously, what's your favorite pumpkin spice latte? I really need to know because I'm always looking for new places to try. Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for more books that understand mood over marketing as well. And if you're tired of the same seasonal recommendations, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more curated book content that goes beyond obvious choices. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found a new book or two to add to your TBR. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.